hoping everybody is okay. And you don't need to reply on the chat. It's lovely, really lovely. But I want you to just be here instead of being on the chat forum. I know that you're there, but sometimes it takes away that connection, that link, doesn't it, to your yoga practice this morning. Beautiful. So those that are already here, find a position that's comfortable for you. Again, it's Relaxing Healing Tuesday. So you know you're not going to be doing 108 sun salutations. You know that it works everything. So today I'm working on hormones, stress, immune system, sadness and pain. So I'm going to be working through the linkages of the body, and each one opens up another gateway to another. So it's really, really quite nice. So if you're just waiting to tune in and you're not quite there yet, we're going to start. So we want to start on opening up the female side. So just gently close the right nostril for a moment. Chin is slightly dropped. And I want you to take long deep breaths in through just the left nostril and long breaths out through the left nostril. And you don't need to achieve that really long breath straight away. You can take your time and achieve that maximum. Maybe today you're feeling tired and there is no maximum in breath. Let the shoulder on the right relax. Alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana. This clears the filing cabinet that's in your brain right now. It's not necessarily putting it into sections or into order, but it's clarifying more that what should be conscious, what should be right at the back, what's more important. And most importantly, the reason I'm doing this alternate nostril breathing is for hormone balance. We're currently working the left side of the body, which is your female side. Whether you're a male or a female, we all have feminine aspects in our bodies. Next time you take an in breath in the left nostril, hold the nostril, hold the breath. When the breath is held, you can release the hand. And when you're ready to breathe out, it's either nostrils or mouth. It's really good at clearing sinuses as well, if you can get through the barrier of the sinuses. Left side, female side is closed. Take your time, breathing through the right side, long and slow. Maybe you're noticing that one side is more blocked than the other. Maybe one side doesn't want to inhale for as long or exhale as long. It doesn't matter. You consciously are aware of it. And just enjoy the breath. I always try and live in the moment and actually really enjoy the results it's going to bring me. Even if you struggle doing some of these for long durations. Next time, take a long deep breath in through the right side, the masculine side. pause the breath. Release the hand when you're ready. Keep pausing the breath. And breathe out when you're ready. My nostrils definitely feel a little bit clearer. Namaste and good morning or afternoon or evening to all of you. So that breath is circulated around the body, pranayama. So let's the body start moving and helping it circulate whilst we get our bearings in our body today. I hope you're feeling well. I think I'm on a new moon tiredness again. It's incredible, isn't it, how you notice your body coming up and down in your energy levels. And today I'm going to have a really gentle, relaxing day. Plenty of snoozes after my workload this morning. When you center, breathe in, lift up, change direction. This movement is always great at the beginning of your yoga practice because movement changes your mood. It also gives you that little vum that you want to be able to move a little bit. I know that when we're in restorative in yin and you hold the poses, it's incredibly difficult to come out of it. So when we move the body, it wires up that feel-good factor. Beautiful. Couple of rounds of opening and closing the chest, breathing in, breathing out. Wake up the mid-thoracic, upper cervical spine. Start waking up into the shoulder joints, the sockets of the shoulders. Start waking up the navel point. Beautiful. So when we work into the healing yoga that I teach you, a lot of the asanas are held. They're held because we want to go deep into these traumatic areas. We want to have time to think, breathe, and nestle into them. That way you're healing. We're not here to do a cardio section. As much as I'd love to, I need to wake up first. Let your wings start flying. So lift the arms. Can you feel how much deeper you go into the back? Yeah. Crossing the arms over. Get ready to give yourself a self-hug, which is opening the width of the back. Breathe in. Now wrap your arms around you. If your elbow joints are currently in line, let's get them out of line. So I've got hold of either side of my shoulders and my lats, and I'm really opening them up. Yeah, real lungs. Breathe in. Take a deep breath into the lungs. I'm not saying that breath alone heals you, but my goodness, it does do an awful lot. Let the spine come into a couple of lateral movements before we go into our first asana. Inhale, open up through the chest. Doesn't matter what hand comes to the ground, soften both elbow joints. Feel that lovely muscular waistline that's tilted, but more importantly, the discs of the back. They're also tilted. Yeah. So I'm working my muscles, but flexibility of the spine. So strengthen the muscles, flexibility in the spine. Inhale to center. Swap over and just feel how tight that middle half of your body is. Perfect. Breathe in to come on up. Beautiful. So if you're ready to go through the list of releasing and feeling good today, let's go back into another hormonal asana. So coming on to all fours, I'm going to go back a little bit to give you a little bit more room. Puppy pose is nice. If I'm at the side, you can see how my knees are in line with my hips. Have you got anything to hand, like a cushion? You might have a bolster near you, doesn't matter if you don't. So if you've got a cushion, grab one. If you haven't, doesn't matter. I can take this away and show you. What I'm wanting to do is allow my outer edge of my forearms to come down towards the bolster, and my whole head relaxes through my shoulders. If you have not an equipment, then my arms are lengthened, my legs, my knees are still underneath my hips, my arms are lengthened, and my abdomen, chest and chin drop to the floor. My forearms rest to the floor. So what you currently have resting on the ground is your forehead, your third eye point. So the bottom is lifted, the tailbone is lifted. Stay where you are. I'm coming out of this just so I can be more vocal and you can hear me. So with your forehead down to the ground, close the eyes. I want you to feel how your upper back, your neck, is at its longest length. Beautiful. Now that that whole section of body is open, I want you to breathe into your back muscles. When you breathe out, allow the body to soften. So there's a little bit of movement towards the floor as you breathe out. You may spring back up when you breathe in a little bit, but just trying to take out the rigidness of the body. You're here for another 40 seconds. So again, keep staying where you are. This is great for hormonal balance. And the way it's working into your upper ribs, lungs, chest, it actually diffuses stress. So I know you can't do this in a supermarket or somewhere and just get on the floor if you're stressed, but this is just one of the asanas. Take the longest breath that you can in. Beautiful. And then exhale. So from puppy pose that you're currently in, allow the body to come up on all fours, have a little wiggle around in the spine just for a moment, both directions. And then for about 30 seconds only, we're now pressing the sit bones into the feet for Balasana, but the chest and the chin is up. So last time we dipped forward with the buttocks up, now we're reversing this. So the emotions that sit around the pelvis will drop into the floor. The strength and the stress that needs to be released, or any worry, comes up within the chest, and that's where we're going to breathe into the upper extremities. So more of the belly, more of the lungs, more of the chest. So whilst I'm sitting down for all my sit bones to my feet, I want you to try and tuck the tailbone under. So although you're not just sitting down, you're relieving any tension and tightness in the lower back. So there's always amazing reasons to do these asanas. And please don't feel like you're doing nothing at all. You'll be very amazed as to how much this lifts kind of tightness and blockages in the body. Beautiful. So when we come out of this, we come up onto all fours. We take our feet to one side and we take a seat down on the buttocks. Now, how many of you have got digestion problems, bloated tummy, tummy pain, anything to do with abdominals? So there's a lot of intolerances with food. So we can't wave a magic wand and let your intolerances go, but we can get the enzymes in the gut working better. So if you can't do this with your knee in this position, have the leg straight in front of you. This is one of my favourites. I cross the leg over, deep intense spinal pose. It is like an internal squeeze It's fabulous. So get used to this lovely outer thigh meridian stretch, so that all around the IT band going into the psoas. Draw the knee joint in towards the body. Can you feel how much tighter that's getting? I love it. So I need to hook this into place without allowing my shoulder to take some stress. So I use my elbow joint. We're here for 1 minute on each side, so take your time finding your depth. Spine lift, breathe, lift up. I'm turning to my right. This is my right buttock cheek. If you're currently seeing your left buttock cheek, you need to turn to your left. So as I breathe out, I turn. I'm turning the same side as my thigh is lifted. The shoulder that's currently behind you, instead of just allowing it to be here, allow it to spring back. Yeah, can you feel how it's working a little bit deeper? Be in the moment, close the eyes and feel what's going on. Close the eyes and breathe. When your body knows that it's relaxing, it has an absolute magical way of allowing you to find a little bit of space to go a little bit deeper. After all, where's the rush to cleanse and detox the internal organs? Feels really, really nice. There's a multitude of work going on here. Glute stretch, outer thigh stretch, all the internal organs are being squeezed. The back muscles, they're getting an enormous workout here. Lungs, you can breathe a bit more because your ribs are in a different direction. Just before we come out of this, when you breathe out, is there a little gap for you to squeeze into? Don't worry if you're at your maximum. Find a breath in and then let the body uncoil. Uncoil to come back into forward. That's really nice. I could stay there forever. Forever. So we're going to change our leg position. So I'm coming into side saddle, coming onto all fours. If you need a little bit of a wiggle, please do change your leg position. These are the yoga types that I really enjoy. Just slow getting into them, enjoying the way that I get out of them. So I'm already experiencing a high degree of tightness in this left glute. It's been playing up for a few days now, so I need to work on that today before it becomes a bit of a pain in the bottom. So I'm going to take this side gentle, but I'm still going to lock it in. I've got my left side that's open. Hopefully you're on the same. Don't worry if you're not. Breathe in, lift up, lift up. Breathe out and find that first little bite. Yeah. And enjoy that first bite. Do I say that I'm enjoying that first bite? Maybe. I can just feel it's working. And I'm giving it the time to work. I'm allowing it to work. Yeah. Has it given me a little bit of extra room when I breathe out? Just a little bit, but my shoulder's gone back a little bit more. How about your shoulders? The shoulder that's behind you, spring back. Take a moment, close the eyes and feel the moment. That way you can appreciate the asana so much more when you can feel what the body is doing. Beautiful. Last moment to squeeze into this. Take a breath And then again, uncoil the body. Whew. That's marvellous. So I don't often take a lot of standing up poses when we work into healing, but we are today. So I'm coming up on all fours. We're actually going into some stress levels. So when your body is forward folding, the stress, it just literally melts off us. Then straight from stress, we're going into digestion and then energy levels. Don't worry, we're not going for a run. Tuck the toes under if you can. Now, normally people just stand up from here, but I want the sit bones, I want the buttocks to come up first. So I'm diving forward, lifting up through my sit bones, softening your knee joints and hanging out here. And again, if you've got cushions, bolsters, it's quite nice if you've got something that's raised where your hands can just rest on them. Even if you can touch the floor, it's nice to just have support. So Sahasrara, the crown, the top of your head, this is tilted so the head is in line with the floor. And for a moment you might want to move around into the pelvis, the knees and the feet, because it's quite nice to move around before you find that stillness. So without my bolster, what I'm doing is I'm just rolling around in my feet and feeling what my feet are telling me today. So for me, it's early morning and my body's still a little bit on the tired side, still hasn't quite woken up. So I'm giving it that time to adjust. And then again, working into stress levels, the worry levels that sit in your body that make it tight and tired. Close the eyes, be in the moment. If the legs are not enjoying being straight, bend your knees, let the spine hang down. It doesn't matter how you are as long as you can feel all that blood rush into the head. As Bob Marley said once, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is going to be all right. When you're in the moment of worry, you think it's not going to be all right. And you have to dig deep in your pockets. And you have to say beautiful, positive words each day until you find yourself living more positively. And I know it's hard when there's a lot of worry around you. Last 20 seconds, just hold and breathe. Amazing. If your blood pressure is low or your blood pressure is high, please will you take your time coming up. Taking our time is hands on the shin bones, lifting the head just so it's in line with the heart. Then you might be ready to come up a bit more, and a bit more, and a bit more. Whew. Isn't it amazing being upside down? It's just got this feeling of just beautiful. So I'm going to go wide on here. And this pose is really nice. And again, it's for digestion, but it's also for Anahata, the heart chakra, which is about loving yourself a bit more and being kinder to yourself and sharing. And I think the word I'm looking for is just equilibrium or harmony. So female side first. Let's turn the female side foot. So if you was looking at a clock, the female left foot is o'clock, the 12. The right foot is 1/4 just for a moment. Front leg, let's just bend it for a moment. Slide the hand down. My other hand is just on my waistline. Slide the hand down over the knee joint, down the shin bone. Take a breath and stop. Straighten your front leg. Beautiful. Twist into the belly, the chest. Your choice. Arm extended, or you can keep that hand on your waistline. So in English, this is triangle. In Sanskrit, this is Trikonasana. You have points of your feet, which is the base of your triangle. Just have a little look. I'm looking at the front heel to be in line with the back heel. My digestion organs need to start working. So this is where I channel this twist. Yeah. The heart, the chest, the lungs need to be strong. So this is where I have to open this side, either here or here. Beautiful. If you're able to take your hands down without you doing this, then please do. But we're looking for a complete open section. Yeah. Let the body become strong. You might find at the moment the body's feeling weak in the shoulders, maybe the legs are tired. Try and breathe through this. I promise you, everything gets easier in time, but you do have to adjust how you get into the asana. So, for example, when you got into Trikonasana to begin with, you may have felt, oh, this is going to be a hard pose. But if you just breathe and settle into it, it's good. And then if the shoulder starts to gripe at you, don't worry. Eliminate, take it out, but still stay in the pose. Yeah. You must do what your body wants to do. When it's feeling stronger again, come back on up. Keep breathing, 20 more seconds. Choose where your head and neck is. Looking down is a great stretch in your neck muscles. Sternocleidomastoid. Looking up, it requires a degree of strength in your neck. So if the arm is raised, place it down by your waistline. Soften the front knee gradually. You've got a lot of stress on this ankle joint. Can you see how my knee is now in line with my ankle? Just hold out here for a moment. The root down into the Muladhara. This is now being coiled into the floor. Yeah, we've got a lot going on today. A lot going on. When I've got the strength, I use my whole waistline and my back to lift up. Turn the right foot or left foot in. Yeah. Trikonasana. When you're in a vinyasa flow, you're in Trikonasana, you come out. It's great. But how beautiful is it to hold it? Right foot is turned. It's in line with my left heel. Bend the front knee. You can see how my knee's in line with the ankle joint. Then I know that I'm in the right position to start with. I'm sliding down over the knee joint, starting to straighten my leg. Feel it. Be in the moment. If it's not right, soften the knee a little bit. I can feel how my belly is pointing down, so I need to work hard in rotating. If your shoulder wants to raise the shoulder. If not, place it here. Sometimes I get more of a deep opening leading with the front shoulder and the elbow joint. If I lift up, I have to work harder in leaning back. So yeah, choose your asana. Where does your head need to be? Down or up? Doesn't matter to me. It matters to how your neck feels. I'm going to look down here and stretch through that left side of my neck. Just enjoying how it feels today. And remember, when you're in the asana, the body softens. And then you can start going deeper. As long as you don't compromise the asana, you can go a little deeper. gradually soften the front knee. Remember to use this waistline, the big muscles, to lift yourself up. Oh, perfect. How do you feel? Do you feel good? So I'm taking my legs in. I'm imagining I'm going for a walk. So I've got heel, ball, toe, heel, ball, toe. We're doing this because I'd like the hips to feel that they're moving before we statically hold them. So what we're doing gradually is raising our energy levels. And the next asana is about energy. We're not going to run around the mat, don't worry. So statically hold this. I'm going to the side so you can see. Utkatasana, chair pose. It doesn't have to be hard, but it raises the internal core temperature. So I'm taking a seat first. And when I take a seat, I feel like I'm leaning forward. So this needs to be adjusted. Tailbone tucked under. Belly button, that needs to be open a little bit more. Yeah, so I'm still sitting, but my back is not like this. It's more here. You can keep the arms down, but to raise the core temperature, I'm taking my arms just for this asana in line with my shoulders. And feel that your top heaviness of your upper body isn't falling to the floor. It needs to be light and lifted. Feel the body. Where are you more, left leg or right leg? Are you centered? When you hold these asanas, it's got a great way of you thinking, oh, what's the body doing? Oh yes, I can feel that, I can feel this. It's great. Feel the body. If you've got it in you, maybe lower the legs. It's only a choice. More energy level raising. We're coming up, coming into half moon. So use your hands to breathe, your arms to lift you. Oh, I love that stretch. And half moon. Beautiful. Take your time. Try and imagine your discs of your spine again. Yeah. So you know that if you go too far too soon, you know that your discs are going to spasm and they're going to hit a nerve. So just go where is comfortable. There's no point taking it to the extreme. Center, breathe. Yeah, find that way to the other side. And you might be experiencing one side's really tight and the other side feels really good. Center again, over to the other side. Oh, I thought I heard it raining then, but it's not. Last time, center, breathe, over to the other side. So we're channeling all the corners of our body, everything that we need to work on. Stress, digestion, worry, hormones. Beautiful. Center the body, let the arms drop. When the spine is relaxed, this works into our stress levels. So my feet are going to go wide. If you've got a blanket or a cushion or anything, and you know that you can't squat down, place that underneath your heels. Take your time. Come down slowly, slowly, slowly. If you need to lift the heels, please do. Coming into a lovely deep Buddha squat. I'm allowing the tailbone, the spine to relax. I know this is hard for a lot of people. Sometimes in classes we have flat blocks, or you might have a couple of books, but they do have to be the same height. And we place the heels under, or the blocks, sorry, under our heels, so we don't stress into the shin bone area. Please just do what you can, okay? Do what you can. We're not here for long. Beautiful. If you're able to sit down in this position, please do. If you need to come forward, knees and shins, feet to the side, and then come down, that's absolutely fine. Please do. Coming down onto the buttocks and the legs are just wide. There's one pose that I love for my whole complete immune system. And it's not the easiest, I know, it's not the easiest. Have the legs wide. If you've got cushions, bolsters, blocks, anything in front of you, then please do, because it's really nice to just hang out. So I'll have to give you like a little checklist in before a class. So what I'm doing is looking for height. And again, if you haven't got height, you can have the hands on top of your shin bones and just relax the shoulders and hang out. Something wrapped around you is good. So in what we tend to do on this one, if I go to the side, is I lift up through my bolster, wrap my arms around it and hug while I'm forward folding. That gives you a sense of support and nurturing, and your immune system just starts to work. If we haven't got the apparatus, it doesn't matter. With or without your bolster, close the eyes and feel a degree of relaxation. Yes, you're working ankle joints, calves, hamstrings, both left and right glute, flexibility in your spine. You're working inner thighs. You're breathing into the lungs, into the chest. And more importantly, you're allowing the immune system to be at its strongest. So give it time to heal. And then your immune system will help you heal. It will fight bacterias, bugs, and keep you strong as a human. Spend a moment breathing into your spine and feel how the body is feeling. Those out there that want to go deeper, feel free to use this asana as a lot of depth. This is your movement, your asana. You choose where you need to go. One more in the moment minute. Sometimes you need patience to allow that last minute. Or think of it positively. You've only given your immune system 2 minutes today to heal. That's not a lot of time out of 24 hours. Yeah. Nearly there. See if your out breath will allow you to go deeper. Don't worry if it doesn't. Perfect. And when you're ready to breathe in, slowly, this is where we lift the spine and we come up. Feels like a restorative class today, doesn't it? So coming into your cross-leg Sukhasana. Oh, I think I can see some sunshine coming through my curtains. Beautiful. So I've perched myself on the edge of a block. Brilliant for your hips. Give your chest and your belly and your spine a little bit of height today. Yeah, let the inner thighs just release and open up. You've got it. When you breathe in, raise the left and then raise the right. Inhale. When you exhale, drop the left and then the right. Inhale, right, then left. Exhale, right, then left. Inhale, left, then right. Exhale left, then right. Last time. Inhale right. Exhale right. Both arms come up, breathe in. Hold the arms, but exhale the breath. Making your left and right sides of your brain strong. Strong. As I soften my elbow joints, I'm just pushing my back muscles in towards my belly. So especially your upper back, push your upper back into your chest. It's hard, isn't it? Makes you realise how tight the body is. When you breathe out next, draw the forearms together and close the chest. Bring the forearms together. Yeah, when you inhale, lift the elbow joints. Maybe you can feel that across the ledge of your shoulders and neck. When you breathe out, keep the forearms together, but just drop them down a little bit. Beautiful. Very, very last time. Inhale. Squeeze the arms together. Lift up through the elbow joints. Lift. Lift. Does the body allow you to go a little higher? Beautiful. Come down so it's in line with the chest. Open up the arms, open up the chest, and squeeze the back. Once the back is squeezed, turn the palms away from you. Only as much as you can. Working into the muscles that surround your ulnar radius, all around the forearms. Incredibly important. When you're ready to breathe again, draw the palms together. Here we go. And then relax it down to the heart. 20 seconds, I just want you to close the eyes. Think about your day ahead. Hopefully it's not too daunting. And if it is, how can you change it to not have those feelings about your day? From me to you, Namaste. Today we work